With example, I am going to explain. See, for example, you have got the compound. In exam, they will ask, write the empirical formula, molecular formula and all. Here, a compound. We don't know that compound. A compound which composing of what? Hydrogen. How much percentage here? 4.07%. Carbon, 24.47%. And chlorine, 71.65%. So the compound composing of what? Hydrogen, carbon and chlorine. Percentage given. If it is the case that what is the total mass of the compound or molar mass of the compound is how much? For 1 mole of a compound, what is the mass? 98.96 gram per mole, like that it is mentioned. So you have to calculate what? Empirical formula, and then later on you have to write the molecular formula. See, first what you have to do? You have to calculate empirical formula. See, like this table you have to do first. First, in the table, what is that? The first element. See, first you have to write what? Element. What are the elements which are composing in the given compound? Carbon. So, first you write carbon. Then later on what? Hydrogen. Then afterwards chlorine. So, given compound comprising of 3 elements. One is what? Carbon, hydrogen and chlorine. Now, carbon percentage. In the second column, you write percentage composition of the respective element. Carbon 24.27. Okay. Then hydrogen 4.07%. Chlorine 71.65%. It is given. Now, atomic mass. It is not mentioned. You should remember. The third column says what? Atomic mass. First one is element. Second one is percentage composition. These two you will get from the what? The numerical given. Now, third one is atomic mass. Respective atomic mass of the element you have to write here. Atomic mass of carbon, 12. You should remember that. Atomic mass of hydrogen, 1. Atomic mass of chlorine, 35.5. Right? Now, you have to calculate percentage composition of each atom. What is that percentage composition of each atom? See here. What exactly you are going to get here? Percentage composition divided by what here? The atomic mass. That will give you what? Ratio. Okay. So, ratio of what? Atomic mass to the what? Percentage composition. So, carbon how much you will get? 2.02 to the ratio I am telling. So, you have to convert that percentage composition into ratio. First step I told no. Convert percentage composition into ratio. So, here ratio is 2.02. Then hydrogen. Percentage composition is 1.07. What is the atomic mass? 1. So, what is the ratio here? 4.07. Chlorine. See, percentage composition is 71.65 divided by atomic mass is 35.5. So, thereby the ratio is 2.01. Now, what you have to do? You have to divide these values by the smallest number. Second step now I am telling now. So, here, see, the percentage ratio for carbon is 2.02. Right? I mean now I am converting from percentage ratio to the least number I am converting. Now, among these 3 ratio, which is the least number? 2.01 is the least number. So, divide 2.02 by 2.01, you will get 1. What I am doing now here? So, I am converting the larger ratio value into what? Here, the smallest number. To make our empirical formula representation easier, we are doing, that's it. To get a simplest form, we are doing, thereby calculation becomes easier. Now, for hydrogen, see here, the percentage, see here ratio is 4.07. So, if you divide by 2.01, you will get 2.02. Some fraction is there here. Then, For chlorine, you will get 1, of course. Next, what you have to do? You have to convert this one into what? Whole number. This is in the fraction. Now, what you have to do? You have to round up these values. Okay, because element analysis cannot be a fraction. You have to convert that one into what? Whole number. Then only the formula can be assigned easily with respect to molecular formula as well as what? Empirical formula. Thereby here, you can round this one to 1. Of course, it is 1 only. Here, instead of 2.02, you can round it to what? 2. Okay, because after decimal 0 is there and after 0, the value is less than 5. Thereby, you can round that value to what? 2. Previous class, I told all those things in the previous session. Now, here, this is a whole number only, 1 you can take. Like this, if any fraction is there, what you have to do? You have to round that value. If the value after that decimal point, the 0 digit has got the value greater than 5, then you have to round it to next number. Suppose if the value of the digit is less than 5, then you have to consider you have to retain the same number. I told in the last session, right? Now, you can write the empirical formula. See, directly now, relate element to this what? Whole number, nearest whole number. So, from this, carbon 1, hydrogen 2, right? Then chlorine 1, right? So, what you can write now? Carbon 1 carbon atom, hydrogen 2, CH2, right? So, chlorine 1, Cl. So, this we call it as empirical formula. Like this, you can calculate what? Empirical formula. So, actually it is a relative number of type and relative number of atoms and type of the elements or atoms present in the compound. Okay, for the given composition. Now, empirical formula mass you have to calculate. So, what is the empirical formula mass? How do you calculate? See here, to calculate empirical formula mass. Now, what is the formula we got? CH2Cl. This we call it as what? Empirical formula. Now, this empirical formula mass, how do you calculate? See here, carbon. How many carbon atom? Actually, 1 carbon atom. So, 1 into CH2Cl. This is the empirical formula. Now, 1 into, what is the atomic mass of carbon? 16 plus 2 hydrogen atom into 1. Each hydrogen atom atomic mass is 1 plus 1 chlorine atom atomic mass is 35.5. See, like this, it is the product of number of atoms and what? The atomic mass of each atom. Okay. So, that will give you. So, when you add up all these products, you will get empirical formula mass. So, students, please look at this here. So, empirical formula mass for CH2Cl is 49.5. Okay, like this, 12 atomic mass of carbon, and then only 1 atom of carbon is present, 2 hydrogen atom, atomic mass is 1, 1 chlorine atom, each atomic mass of chlorine is 35.5. So, after simplification, you will get what? 49.5. What is that 49.5? It is the empirical formula mass for the given compound of CH2Cl. Now, you have to calculate N value because you want to write molecular formula. So, what is that N value? Molecular mass by empirical formula mass. See, here it is given. Molecular mass is how much? 98.96. Divided by empirical formula 49.5. Empirical formula mass. So, if you divide that molecular mass by empirical formula mass, you will get a value 1.99 here. So, it cannot be a fraction. So, N cannot be a fraction. You can consider or you can round up, approximate to the what value? 2. So, N here we got what? 2. Therefore, what is the molecular formula? See, molecular formula is nothing but, see, molecular formula is equal to empirical formula n times. Okay. So now, what is the empirical formula we got? CH2Cl. So this is the empirical formula we got. What is the n value we got here? 2. Therefore, how can you write now? C2H4Cl2. This is what? Molecular formula. Is it clear now? So like this, you can calculate empirical formula. From the empirical formula, you can write what? Molecular formula for the compound. I hope you understood. Right? Okay, fine. So now, I am going to take one more example to write empirical formula and molecular formula. See here, you have to determine the molecular formula. Determine molecular formula means it is nothing but what? You have to write the molecular formula. Is it clear? So, in which mass percentage of iron and oxygen? In the previous case, it was carbon, hydrogen and chlorine. Now, the compound contain what? Only iron and oxygen as the elements. See here, the mass percentage of iron 69.9, oxygen is what? 30.1. If it is the case, the molar mass of what? Oxide. I mean iron oxide is given. Molar mass of iron oxide. How much here it is? 159.8. That means metallic oxide is given. That is the molar mass of the given compound. So, here you have to calculate what? Molecular formula. Here they have not mentioned empirical formula. But you should not get confused. Though it is not mentioned, calculate empirical formula. It is very essential to calculate what? Empirical formula first. Without empirical formula, you can't frame the molecular formula. Okay? Whether they have asked for empirical formula calculation or not, that doesn't matter. Once if they asked the question, write the molecular formula means you have to calculate what? Empirical formula first. Please don't get confused. So for that now, shall we move now for the calculation part? Yes, fine. Now table you make. What is there? First column, element. So what are the elements here? Iron and then what? Oxide. Then second column, percentage you write here. Iron is 69.9. Oxygen or oxide is how much? 30.1. Now atomic mass you have to write here. See, given atomic mass of iron, one atomic mass of iron 55.85. In the previous case it was not given, we assumed. And here oxide is what? 16. Now what you have to do? You have to calculate relative number of moles. What do you mean by relative number of mole? Means if you divide this percentage by percentage of element by atomic mass, that will give you what? Relative number. You are bringing that each element composition to the least number. That's what you have to do this. So 69.9 by 55.85 means what here? You will get 1.25. Then later on, for oxide, relative number is 30.1 divided by 60. You will get 1.88. Okay. Now, you have to convert that one into what? Ratio form. Simple ratio form. So, here, among these two values, which is the least value? 1.25. So, now, divide these relative number values by the least number. Here 1.25 by 1.25, 1 you will get. Then 1.88 by 1.25 you will get 1.5. Right?